Today we're changing out some load wheels. So, common problem with load wheels is customer will drive over something and the wheel will stop rolling and it will cause these flat spots. So that way, when that thing is trying to roll, it is just making just a horrendous noise. Whole thing's shaking, whatever. So we're gonna replace it with 4 new load wheels today. Show you a couple of my tricks on what I have learned that makes this job very easy. Now this job is very easy anyway, but I have some tricks on what makes it easier. So these load wheels come with bearings that you have to press in. So this is how they come, with some bearings. So we'll go ahead and press these in and I'll show you my trick on how to grease these bearings that make this job very simple. So alright, so I'm gonna set this up. Got our punch, aluminum with our bearings. Give these a couple love taps. All right, now the secret part. This is my trick. This is an old Hyster center axle for load wheels, and it fits perfectly in the center of a Toyota, and you can see it's got a hole in the center for greasing it. So the grease is actually pushing out right there. It doesn't go all the way in, it actually goes to that point. Now, I have an electric grease gun, and I know from experience on almost every single load wheel, and that's why I own that grease gun, that this takes a half of a tube of grease per wheel. So, I mean, if you want to sit there and act like the grease gun is your stress ball and do this all day long, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead, pull the trigger on this for about an hour and a half. Now what's going to happen when this thing gets full of grease, it will actually pack that bearing, and you'll see it come out around the bearing. And that's what you want. You want it to pack that bearing in. So I'll show you what's going to happen in a second. Right there. You see that? That thing was packed. That bearing is always going to last forever. And then when people PM this machine and these wheels, they won't take very much grease. Voila. Now it's ready to put on the machine and slide through. And it's packed full of grease. Alright, let's go through this process. Standard reach truck, Toyota. Let's go ahead and go through the steps of how to replace these load wheels real quick. So, first step, barely lift it off the ground. Just excuse me, just enough to get these wheels to where they're free spinning. And then we have two 25 millimeter or 1 inch, I would prefer to say, nuts. We're gonna go ahead and zip off. Make sure you have the Milwaukee Ugga Dugga and a good snap-on hammer. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull this bracket off. One side, just the one side. That's all you need. Slide the wheels out. Roll these on a rag. It always makes a huge mess. So, now on top, We have roll pins on each side. Just need to pop out 2 on one side. Good roll pin punches. Find the correct size. Go ahead and grab those roll pins out. These ones come out super easy. Now, easy thing. Save these roll punches. We're gonna reuse those. Slip it up. Now we can pop it off. Now, I'm going to show you where the grease zerks are on the standard. Now these use a grease needle style axle. Now, see that little tiny needle? Do you want to inject a half of a tube of grease into that? Because you certainly can. But, you know, I have kids and a life, and, you know, don't want to charge a customer 8 hours for a couple of wheels, and I do want to do it correctly. Lubrication is important. That's what keeps the world running smoothly. So, okay, now we popped off that old one. We got to save our shims. Well, just as easy as that. Now we have our ready to go, loaded new load wheel. We'll go ahead and slip it on. That's our greased and done. Next one. That one has 0 shims on it. That's kind of concerning. Oh, there they are over there. Okay. Put those back on. We're almost done. I'm doing this one-handed, so. Alright, got her back together. Now you gotta do the torque spec on these nuts. They are 5 Ugga Dugga, so that one's torque perfect, so go ahead and send it. Make sure you color match these wheels with the floor in the first 100 yards. I'll show you how to do that. Alright, color coded the wheels pretty good. That way nobody will know that they're new and steal them. If you just watched and wasted 4 minutes of your life watching my video on how to change out some load wheels on a reach truck, appreciate it. It's my Toyota Tech tip of the week, so hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it helped you, and hopefully you can reach out if you have any advice of your own. So thanks.